Good morning, Seven Lakes. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. As we begin another school day, let us take a moment to silently think about our day, our activities, and what we hope to accomplish.
Hello Spartans! As many of you know, February is Black History Month. So today, in honor of Abraham Lincoln's birthday, I'm going to share with you 5 influential African American figures who have impacted and shaped our country. George Washington Carver, a graduate of Iowa State, was hired by Booker T. Washington in 1896 to run Tuskegee Institute's agricultural department. Carver's work at Tuskegee included groundbreaking research on plant biology that brought him to national prominence. Carver delivered a speech before the Peanut Growers Association, attesting to the wide potential of peanuts. His work was so influential that even President Theodore Roosevelt sought his advice on agricultural matters in the United States. Fannie Lou Hamer was a civil rights activist whose passionate depiction of her own suffering in a racist society helped focus attention on the plight of African Americans throughout the South. In 1964, working with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, Hamer helped organize the 1964 Freedom Summer African American Voter Registration Drive in her home state of Mississippi. At the Democratic National Convention later that year, she was part of the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, an integrated group of activists who openly challenged the legality of Mississippi's all-white segregated delegation. Frederick Douglass was a prominent American abolitionist and author. Born a slave, Douglass escaped at age 20 and went on to become a world-renowned anti-slave activist. His 3 autobiographies are considered important works of the slave narrative tradition as well as classics of American autobiography. Douglass's work as a reformer ranged from his abolitionist activities in the early 1840s to his attacks on Jim Crow and lynching in the 1890s. For 16 years, he edited an influential black newspaper and achieved international fame as an inspiring and persuasive speaker and writer. In thousands of speeches and editorials, he levied a powerful indictment against slavery and racism, provided a voice of hope for his people, embraced anti-slavery politics, and preached his own brand of American ideals. Harriet Tubman became famous as a conductor on the Underground Railroad during the turbulent 1850s. Born a slave on Maryland's eastern shore, she endured the harsh existence of a field hand, including brutal beatings. In 1849, however, she fled slavery, leaving her husband and family behind in order to escape. Despite a bounty on her head, she returned to the South at least 19 times to lead her family and hundreds of other slaves to freedom via the Underground Railroad. Tubman also served as a scout, spy, and nurse during the Civil War. And last but not least, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and social activist who played a key role in the American Civil Rights Movement from the mid-1950s until his assassination in 1968. Inspired by advocates of nonviolence such as Mahatma Gandhi, King sought equality for African Americans, the economically disadvantaged, and victims of injustice through peaceful protest. He was the driving force behind watershed events such as the Montgomery bus boycott and the March on Washington, which helped bring about such landmark legislation as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 and is remembered each year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a U.S. federal holiday since 1986.
Recently, the SpartanTimeTV crew went to the Lifetime Nutrition class and filmed the process of baking blueberry muffins. Let's check it out. First, you acquire the necessary materials to prepare the mix and toppings. Meanwhile, the other person will preheat the oven to 400 degrees and add non-stick spray to the pan. Then make the mix and topping by following the instructions on the given recipe. You can find this recipe online. Before baking, fill the pan with the mix and top it off with the cinnamon topping. While finishing up the last steps, one person from the team will clean the dishes. Then insert the muffins into the hot oven for 15 to 20 minutes. A good muffin consists of berries being evenly dispersed, no big holes or tunnels. The crumb is tender and soft and separate from the berries. You can sign up for the Lifetime Nutrition class with the code 8311.
So get out, get out, get out of my head and fall into my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing, and you've got that one thing. I've never had someone who knows me like you do, the way you do. I've never had someone as good for me as you, no one like you. So lonely before I finally found what I've been looking for. Faded, running down to the midnight, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your lieutenant. I love you when you sing that song, and I got lump in my throat 'cause you never sing the first time. There's this movie that I think you'll like. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there. And I know if I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2. You'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Oh, look at the stars when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Take my hand, take my whole life too. But I can't help falling. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna hold you like I'm saying goodbye. Wherever we're standing, I won't take you for granted, 'cause we'll never know where I hate and I cry. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my soul. I love you, your love song, baby. I love you, your love song, baby. Nah, I love you, your love song, baby. And I keep hitting beep, 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 beep. Constantly, always play through my life. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one left to dry your tears. Try a million years to make you feel my love.
Science National Honor Society is a national organization with over 1,100 chapters, aiming to provide an arena for high-achieving students to learn more about STEM. The Seven Lakes Science National Honor Society was founded in 2014 with a vision to primarily allow higher achieving juniors and seniors a way to gain knowledge about STEM outside of normal AP classes and learn more of the college and career options in STEM, and also provide summer and year-round networking opportunities. A few of the many opportunities within SNHS are as follows.
name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat or the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back.
Surround yourself with angels, positive energy, beautiful people, beautiful soul, clean heart. Start your week off with positive energy. To be successful, you have to work hard. To make history simple, you gotta make it. Bless up.